Cherie Glenn. This is Matt Morrow, and we're doing CFI's Games of the Week. First off, we have RGKL at Providence.
All right, so this is a big one for RGKL, their chance to win the conference championship outright. I believe it would be the first outright conference championship in RGKL history. Providence, they still got, some slim playoff hopes if some things fall the right way. But a huge game. These are rivals. Michael McCarver will be there. This is his game of the week. So he'll be getting great shots. And he's been adding in some video too. So make some plays and we'll showcase you as we always do. Good luck to both teams.
All right, next up we have Berry at Harding.
All right, another rival game. This is the Battle of Allegheny. There is a trophy involved. I believe Harding has held this trophy the past couple of times. Berry, this is their game. There's no playoff hopes for them. This is their game of the year. They're going to be wanting to knock off Harding for sure and bring the trophy back across Allegheny Street. Harding, big-time playoff hopes here. They got 5 wins, looking to get to 6. They get to 6, I think they'll be in. What were your thoughts on them last week?
West Meck just kind of had their number last week. They, played really good football. I think that there were a lot of times that, you saw players like Decarius Thompson and Malik Faust trying to make plays. I think Jared Robinson, he has a lot to improve on as far as, holding on to the ball and, those sorts of things. I think if he does that, they have a better chance of winning some of the games that they, had lost because of his turnovers and stuff like that.
There you go. Well, there it is. Good luck to both teams Friday night. Come on out. It'll be a nice rival crowd, we hope. And bring your coat.
Next up, we have Butler at East Meck.
All right. So Butler looking good at the playoffs and looking to finish in the number 2 spot within the conference. Right now, I think there's kind of a tie between them, Hickory Ridge, and Independence. So going into this week, getting a win over East Meck would solidify, their seeding within the conference. For East Meck, once again, no playoff hopes for East Meck. But, you got one more game, seniors, go out, put on the show, and try to make a statement against a pretty good team that has a shot of doing some damage as they get into the playoffs.
Next up, we have Mallard Creek at Morrisville.
All right, so Mallard Creek and Morrisville. Obviously, Mallard Creek's been rolling. Big win last week over Huff. Morrisville's been rolling too. They've won a couple games in a row. This is a big game here to see if Mallard Creek can, of course, win the conference once again, solidify their playoff seeding, help their adjusted max prep ranking because, for whatever reason, that matters a lot. Same thing for Morrisville. Big game for them. See if they can pull a big upset and send a statement. Big crowd at Morrisville. Good luck to both teams on Friday.
Up, we have Myers Park at Independence.
All right, and we're at Independence tonight at the JV game on Monday night. So this game will be right back here in Independence Stadium. Myers Park obviously having a great season. Saw them last week when they played Porter Ridge. Drake May had a huge game, 4 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing, 5 total touchdowns. That's an exemplary performance by the Mustangs. There's so much offensive firepower, and then their defense really played well. Holding Porter Ridge only a field goal. The touchdown came off a kickoff return. So they're a team that's playing well at the right time of the season. Independence, big win last week over Rocky River. Tight game. They were able to pull it out late. 6-4 on the season. Looking good for the playoffs. See if they can pull a big upset here at their home stadium, which I believe is on senior night. So come out, support 2 good football teams that should be playing into November. Deeper into November.
All right, next up we have North Meck at Lake Norman.
Northern IMEC County game. Been a tough season for North Meck. No playoff aspirations for them. Lake Norman, this is a huge game for them. They need to get another win. I think they're on that playoff bubble right now. Another win would help their chances out. I believe they'll be small 4A based off the ADMs that came out today. So that does, help their cause a little bit. But obviously for North Meck, seniors, they have some talented seniors. Go out, put on a show for your highlight tape, number 1. college aspirations, those things of that nature. For Lake Norman, you got to win. You got to win to have a shot at getting in. So both teams like to run the football. Whoever can possess the ball, instill their dominance on the line of scrimmage, they'll be the ones that'll win this game on Friday night.
Next up, we have Rocky River at Garinger.
All right, so Rocky River is here tonight. Their JV is playing Independence on the field right now. Both of these teams don't have playoff aspirations. A couple of, I guess you would say, disappointing years. But they both have one shot, to put on the pads one more time, especially if you're a senior Friday night. I tell you, for some seniors, it'll be the last time putting on these pads. Embrace it. Go out and do something that you haven't done in your career. For you young guys, this is a time to set the example going into the offseason, going into next season, and play like you got something to prove. You talk about your highlight tapes, making plays for those. But then the most important thing is pride. You want to end your season with a victory. You don't want to end on a bad note. That happened to me in my career, and I regret it to this day. So, go out, have a good, fun, stay healthy Friday night, and good luck to both teams.
All right, next up we have Vance at Huff.
This is a huge game right here. Both teams near the top of the IMEC. Huff coming off a tough game against Malley Creek last week, and then Vance was able to pull out, another slow start in the first half, 3-0 over North Mac at the half, and then they got to go in the second half and win that game 31-0. But obviously, this game is for the number 2 seed out of the conference, so huge implications on playoff seeding on the line. Both of these teams will be in the playoffs, but if you want home games, maybe a first-round home game, maybe a second-round home game, depending on how the seeds fall out, you got to win this game. Biggest things here for Vance, they want to get off to a better start on offense. The last couple games, they have started slow on the offensive side of football, put them in not necessarily holes, but they've been in tight games, and they've had to grind and get out of that hole and then get the victory. And then for Huff, the biggest thing with them, they've got good ability, especially on the offensive side of football with their skilled players and making big plays. Had a couple of those last week. Evan Pryor and Devin Chandler both made big plays. Darius Ocean made some big plays throwing the football. But defensively, consistently getting off the field on third downs, making those stops and getting the ball back to that offense that has the ability to make explosive plays. Whoever gets off to the best start on Friday night will have the best chance of winning this football.
Next up, we have West Charlotte at Hopewell.
All right, this is Cherie's game of the week. She will be there as long as the weather holds in a decent fashion. It's going to be cold. It might be raining. But this is what we call a loser leave town match. Both of these teams are on the playoff bubble. Hopewell desperately needs it to stay on the bubble. If they lose, they're going to be out of the playoffs. West Charlotte, if they get the win, they'll probably get in based off of how things look. But if they lose, it's really going to put them in a bad spot where you may get in, you may not. So when you look at a game like this, I was involved in a couple games like this back in my coaching days. You got to pull out all the stops. You got trick plays you put in, you hadn't used all season, you got to use them. From a player's perspective, you got to give 110% because your season may end Friday night. If you got a chance of controlling it and not having it in, you got to lay it out on the line. You got to get off the field. When you finish that game, you should be so tired that someone's got to come drag you off. That's the kind of game this is. You got to empty the tank. Plain and simple. Whoever does that, you got a good chance of winning Friday night.
Next up, we have West Meck at South Meck.
All right, so West Meck and South Meck. West Meck got a big win last week over Harding. You were there. What were your thoughts on them?
They had a lot of good plays. They had Jamari Taylor had receptions on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And then you had Rico McDonald, who was a beast on defense. So, they have, they're bringing out all the stops during their game. So we'll see what they do Friday.
All right, good stuff. Now, South Meck, they don't have playoff chances, but you don't want to have a winless season either. All right, so I know Coach Evans will have those guys fired up, playing with a lot of pride. It's their last home game. For West Meck, this has the chance to improve playoff seeding. They're at 5 wins now. Pretty good spot. You get the 6, you're definitely in. So this is what they're playing for. They win this game, they may get a home playoff game based off of where they finish in the conference. So huge game here for West Meck. South Meck playing for pride. Good luck Friday night.